In this video, we're going to explain how promise times in the FireFly point-of-sale system give you precise control over your customer service. Managing your promise times accurately gives you the ability to correctly quote delivery times to your customers and to meet customer expectations if they wish their order to be ready at a particular time. Depending on your system setup, you may see your promise times here on the main screen toolbar. These are the current times for each order type based on your defaults. If you don't see them here, you can manage them from the dispatch screen. Click on these promise times, and then you can use the sliding bar to change any of the times if you're running behind. Click Submit to update. The times will reset to their defaults automatically at the start of the next day part. Whatever promise times you've set is what you'll see here as the ETA when you take an order for a customer. You see we've got a red alert on our deliveries because our promise times are currently 30 minutes over our standard right now. So it's a good option to let the customer know that you're running a little behind. When you take an order, these are the times that will be connected to that order, and will control whether the order shows as late on the dispatch screen and on your late deliveries report. You can also change the time for a particular order. So you just click on the time here for this individual order. If the customer wanted to pick their order up, say at 8 o'clock, we can just set the time using this slider. The order will still print right away, but the promise time on the ticket will help the kitchen manage when to start to make the order. Of course, you can always use a deferred order if the time is quite a bit in the future. Using promise times precisely will help you properly manage customer service expectations. So now let's talk a little bit about some of the promise time related configuration settings. First, under Order Types, Common Setup, is the option to display the promise times at the top of the screen versus on the dispatch screen. The alert above lets you set the threshold. If your manager changes the delivery times to be an extra 15 minutes but doesn't change it back when things slow down, they will start flashing to remind your staff to update the times. For most order types, you can set the default promise time for each day part. The alert gives you a warning on the customer screen if your current times are excessively above your defaults. You can also set the minimum and maximum promise times for this order type. These settings are similar for to-go, eat-in, and pickup. For delivery, you also have similar settings: the default times per day part, the alert right here, and the minimum and maximum times. One other field to pay attention to is the minimum one-way drive time. So if your promise time is 45 minutes and your one-way drive time is 5 minutes, then the driver must leave within 40 minutes for this order to not be considered late. You may also want to consider how promise times print on your tickets. Select the printer ticket. For example, we'll pick the production ticket header and scroll down to see the promise time. Here I can activate this to print on my ticket. I can also configure a custom name for the promise time, choosing a name for a normal order as well as one where a customer has requested a special time to highlight this for your staff. Of course, the result of all this work is displayed in your late deliveries report, which lets you see how successful you've been at meeting your commitments to your customers. For those you've missed, just click on Output List, print mailing labels, and send them an apology. Making use of the promise time features can help you deliver outstanding customer service with the help of the FireFly POS system.